You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real. As Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. I want to stay on this whole defund the police thing, okay? The interview he gave with Chris Wallace, this was manna from heaven to understand how you get confronted. And see, Chris Wallace was nice. What Chris Wallace should have said is, you're lying. You're lying. Joe Biden didn't say that. You're lying. Y'all watch this.
In violent crime in America in recent weeks, we've seen deaths up in New York, deaths up in Chicago, shootings. How do you explain it, and what are you going to do about it?
I explain it very simply by saying they're Democrat-run cities. They're liberally run. They're stupidly run. We have forced them in Seattle to end the CHOP because, you know, we were going in that following day. You probably have heard it. We were getting ready to go in. We were all set. And when they heard that we were going, they set their police force.
Liberal Democrats have been running cities in this country for decades.
Poorly.
Why is it so bad right now?
They've run them poorly. It was always bad, but now it's gotten totally out of control. And it's really because they want to defund the police. And Biden wants to defund the police.
Sir, he does not.
Look, he signed a charter with Bernie Sanders. I will get that one, just like I was right on the mortality rate. Did you read the charter that he agreed to?
It says nothing about defunding the police.
Oh, really? It says abolish. It says defund. Let's go.
All right.
Get me the charter, please.
All right.
Chris, you've got to start studying for these.
He says defund the police.
He says defund the police. They talk about abolishing the police. They talk about illegal aliens pouring.
I look forward to seeing that. Meanwhile, the George Floyd murder has reignited the issue of racism in policing in this country. I want to give you a couple of statistics. Nationwide, blacks are twice as likely, fewer in absolute numbers, but in terms of per capita, blacks are twice as likely to be shot and killed by police as whites are. In Minneapolis, over the last 5 years, police used force against blacks at a rate 7 times that against whites. Can you understand why blacks would be angry at that?
Of course I do. Of course I do. Many whites are killed also. You have to say that. I mean, many whites are killed. I hate the sound, but this is going on for decades. This is going on for a long time, long before I got here. You know, if you look at what's gone on in Portland, those are anarchists, and we've taken a very tough stand. If we didn't take a stand in Portland, you know, we've arrested many of these leaders. If we didn't take that stand, right now you would have a problem like, they were going to lose Portland. So let's see what this says here. Prosecution, sanctuary cities, incentivize illegal alien, expand asylum, abolish immigration detention. No,
that's not
abolish. We'll find it.
Okay.
This thing is many pages long. End prosecution of illegal border crossers. Support deathly, and these are the worst things.
Sir, I'm not disagreeing with you on any of those. I'm disagreeing about defund police.
The White House never sent us evidence the Bernie Biden platform calls for defunding or abolishing police because there is none. It calls for increased funding for police departments that meet...
Can somebody answer? Because I thought it was hilarious, where he literally asked for Kayleigh McEnany to step in with the information. He's going. I can't find it. Sorry, Mustafa, it's not quite in here. I mean, he acts like he caught Chris in a lie. This like, yeah, I can. Well, bottom line, he still wants to do it. He was lying. The guy was lying.
You can't find what doesn't exist. You know, I always encourage people to actually read and go to the source so you can find out what's really going on. Neither has Joe Biden said he wanted to defund the police, and many other folks just want to divest, and they want to move resources back to communities to make sure that the issues that are going on are addressed. So, you know, we know the game that the president is playing. As Kelly said and others, he continues to, you know, try and create chaos because he has no policy to live on. And, you know, he thinks that that will be a winning strategy for him. Folks are actually, I bet you people, if they could, they would stand at the polls today, or they would go ahead and mail in their ballot, because folks are ready. And he's going to find out that it's time for him to go ahead and move on, and then we'll deal with him on the judicial side once he leaves office.
Yo, so, boy, Chris, you need to do your research better. No, how about your dumb ass learn how to read, Kelly? That's what Chris should have said. You the one can't read.
It's not even about reading at this point. It's about comprehension and his blatant ineptitude. Like, he really does not know what he's doing. He really doesn't. All he knows is how to disrupt. All he knows is how to incite and to create chaos. He's talking about, liberal cities being a wasteland, and Portland is, a bunch of full of anarchists or whatever. He's bringing the anarchy. He's bringing the chaos. He is bringing the discomfort and the disruption and the destruction of these cities and of these people and of these societal pillars, such as freedom of speech, right to protest, all of these things. He's the president of the United States is infringing upon our right to protest. He's infringing on the very first right we have in the Constitution, in the Bill of Rights, within the Constitution, is freedom of speech. So for me, it's laughable, but not in a humorous way. It's just, it's really pathetic how he has been able to continue this. And it's not just him, it's his entire administration.
But that's why...
And that's what's really frustrating. It's people with actual degrees who have actually been in the business, who have been in administrations or in policy.
But they want to be in power.
Perpetuating this president.
They want to be in power.
So it's sick.
They want to be in power. They want to be in power. What is required here is, again, people need to understand. If they are going to lie this blatantly now, what do you think is going to happen if there's another 4 years? If you think they have sat here, Mustafa, and just allowed the oil and gas industry to totally control the EPA, to roll back civil rights, to roll back protections in Health and Human Services, in HUD, look at environmental stuff in the interior, they will have no problem raping and pillaging this country to benefit big business. People had better stop playing games. And so stop entertaining these stupid ass conversations about Kanye running for president. Stop listening to these idiotic people who keeps throwing out other kind of nonsense. We are literally talking about the future of this country on the line if you give this idiot 4 more years to have power.
So the president is, some people will say he's a buffoon. I say that there is a very strategic plan that has been put in place since the moment that they walked in. They understood how to manipulate policy. They understood how to begin to dismantle the foundational pieces that are important to our democracy, but are also important to people actually being able to survive. So when we say that they are, just kind of knocking around in the dark, I disagree with that. Because I've seen the strategic actions that they have done inside of federal agencies, rolling back statutes and rules that, many people have come together, often in a bipartisan way, to create because they knew that it was the basic safety net that was necessary. I, by no means, do not think that the president and Stephen Miller are not having conversations about how to fan the flames of racial sort of divisiveness inside of our country. So I think that there is a very clear plan for the president. And he utilizes the opportunities with the media to continue to play folks. I often say that he's been pimping America. And I'm very clear, and I can back up each and every time that he's actually done that.
All right, folks, back to our Roland Mark Unfiltered video in just one moment. The folks at Ceek.com have those headphones and VR headset that you can absolutely check out. Of course, the headphones, first of all, the VR headset allows for you to place your phone inside of that headset to be able to watch virtual reality video if you go to the content that's available on Ceek.com or other VR video. Plus, the headphones are 360-degree 4D headphones, great surround sound. You can use those when it comes to music, when it comes to gaming, when it comes to talking, all that sort of different deal. If you want to purchase those, go to Ceek.com, CEEK.com. Use the promo code RMVIP2020. RMVIP2020. This is a black-owned company, and so, you know, we support black-owned tech companies, and so we want to be able to provide that for you. So don't forget, Ceek.com, CEEK.com. Use the promo code RMVIP2020.